What's up, traders? Keon here. We're going to be looking at the trades that we've made today, and we're also going to be creating our watch list for tomorrow's trading session. Now, before we get started, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button so we keep pushing out that content. And if you haven't already, join our Discord group, absolutely free for 7 days. You get access to all our channels and all our trades. If you don't love us, it's not a problem. Keep all the money that you made. All right, let's get started. All right, so currently NASDAQ futures are down 16 points. SPX or S&P futures down 50 cents. So slow, chop, just like today's. But we did make money, and we're going to check those alerts out. So Elkin today had a Facebook 355 call at 246, sold some at 296, sold last one at 301. These ran up even higher. He played SPY as well, did well on SPY. He had his day today. He played really well. Me, on the other hand, last week I went 11 for 12. Started out today with an L, but it happens. I don't win every trade. Unfortunately, that's just the way options go. It was a Delta 45 call, $1.42 premium, stop loss at 20%. Unfortunately, it hit the 20% stop loss, but that's all right. It happens. Risk management, right? Eva had a Neo play. It was up 11% before market closed. If you sold it, congrats. 11% profits, not bad, especially for smaller accounts. If you swung, let's just hope you make money tomorrow. We did have a small account and a long swing that did cover my Delta loss, and that was Ford and Bank of America. So Ford, we sold some last week, but we sold another contract today at 92 cents from like a 64-cent premium. All right. And Ford is actually pushed even higher after hours at 14.83. So we should be making more money on this trade tomorrow. We also had a long swing, Bank of America. We bought it at 301, sold some at 3.7 and 3.5. Right now, these contracts are sitting around $450 to $470, so $170 per contract. Bank of America has been a monster in these past couple of days. Hopefully, it keeps running up. But these trades has obviously covered my Delta loss, which is what we always ask for. Now, the most important aspect is the watch list for tonight. And what are we looking at? We got AVGO, ABBV, BABA, AMAT, and Etsy. All right, let's get started with AVGO. So AVGO, it has got a big resistance, actually, right here, 505.9. Rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. So above 505.9, look for 507.29. Okay, now where is support? We're going to use a previous resistance, right? So you see how there's a resistance here, right? So now we're going to use that as a support. Previous resistance turns into a new support. Okay, so below 504.3, look for a downside where it bounced. You can either use the 200 EMA on the 15-minute, in which we will use because it has bounced here and has bounced here. So 501.38 is going to be your target on puts. Above 505.9, look for the high of 507.29. All right, so that was a pretty straightforward key levels that we have for AVGO. What's next? ABBV, a stock that I owned mainly due to dividends. They give out amazing dividends. All right, let's get these drawings out the way. So what do we got here? We got a resistance here, right, from Friday at 6:45 a.m. As you can see, it couldn't hold, broke down. So that's going to be our resistance, 108.06. We have another resistance here around 108.28. ABBV stock doesn't move much, so you got to take in these, small cent moves, right? So that's going to be our first target, 108.28. And above that, obviously the high of 108.64, give or take. Now, if it cannot break this resistance of 108.06, where is our support? And that's going to be this previous resistance here at 107.64. Bounced right off of there. So that's pretty clear cut. Below 107.64, again, we're going to use a previous resistance, right? So around here. It couldn't break, right? Could not break this level. So we're going to use that as a support. And that's going to be 107.3. So what do we got? Below 107.64, we got 107.3, and even look below to 106.84. Above 108.06, look for 108.28, and above 108.28, look for 108.63. Love the stock, so I'm still buying this stock. It's not financial advice. For me personally, I am buying this stock for dividends. But we're playing options, so who cares? All right. BABA, a stock that has the most insane daily chart. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's go to the 3-year weekly chart. I mean, look at this. Just imagine buying this stock at 319, right? I mean, it's below every key moving average. You name it, 8, 21, 50, 100, 200. I mean, this is going to pre-pandemic lows, right? So it looks like on the daily, if it doesn't bounce here, or I'm sorry, not daily, weekly. If it doesn't bounce here, it's going to go to 129.77. Mark my word. This is do or die. TTM is still firing short, right? But, you know, we're going to see if we can trade it quickly. So what do we got here? We have a resistance at 150.99, right? So a break above 150.99. We got this previous resistance here, right? And that's going to be around 152.72. Okay, these levels can change very rapidly pre-market, but we're just going to pretend that it will not change by tomorrow morning. Support. When there's really no previous resistance, what we're going to use is the 200 on the 15, right? That's going to be our support. Below 148.7, we got previous resistance here, right? 146.83, 146.12. I'm going to use this one right here. So that's going to be around 146.1. Now below 146.1, we got that level from the weekly chart, right? So 144.11. So above 150.99, look for 152.72. Use the 200 EMA for a support here, which is going to be 148.7. Below that, 146.1. And maybe even 144.11. So that is BABA. I mean, man, Chinese stocks, unfortunately, have been getting hit big time recently. And actually had a great day today, 3.5% up. But we'll see tomorrow. We will see tomorrow. All right. Applied Materials. Great strength in this stock recently, almost hit all-time highs, I believe, right? This is almost 140, so 146. All right, so let's look at the daily, right? Resistance or resistance. So we got resistance here, 146, obviously. Okay, not 146.9. I did not want that. We got, give me 146. 146. Okay, that's all-time high. We have some resistance at 143.15. Rejects here, rejects here, rejects here, and it can't, a little bit there, right? So 143.15 is going to be key. Above 143.15, look for the all-time highs. Okay? Now, if we cannot hold 143.15, or if it cannot break above this, look for rejection, right? There's multiple resistances here. 1, 2, 3, 4, multiple, right? So look for 140.83, okay? And below that, we got around 139. Okay, but let's use this. So let's go back to the 15-minute, right? So 143.15, or you can use the high. Below that, I would say, I mean, there is resistance here, so you could use this as a quick support just to see if it's going to head lower or consolidate. So 142.28 you can use. And again, this is a daily previous support. So 140.83 is going to be your target. Okay, so how do we get that? Again, we go back to the daily chart. If it rejects 143.15, go on the 15-minute, look for 142.28. If it breaks below that, you see this previous resistance. So now it's acting as new support, right? So look for 140.83. So those are going to be your targets for applied materials. So again, above 143.15 or even the high of 143.27. Break below 142.28. Look for 140.83. All right. And last but not least, Etsy. So Etsy, let's delete this. Also had not a bad day. All right, so we're now in the 15 minutes. So we got a high of 226.41. Let's see what we can get out of the daily, right? So we got resistance at around, 229. Okay. But again, we also have a resistance at that's 226, give or take. Yeah, so 226, let's delete this actually. So 226.41. Okay, so below there, where are we going? There's a resistance here, right? There's a resistance here. So around 223.88 as a support. Below this level, we have a couple more resistances here. So that's going to be around 222. Not enough movement, but I like here, right? A lot of consolidation here. Couldn't break 1, 2, 3. So 222.03 is going to be your targets. Now above 226.41, let's go to the 1 hour. We got 228.89. That's the high, right? That's Friday's, or actually that's 2 weeks ago, Friday's high. So above 226.43, look for 228.81. Below 223.88, look for 222.03. All right, before I go, I want to show you a trade recap on DAL and what went wrong. So DAL, this is what happened. I had a key level at 44.97. Okay, so I entered this trade when the candle broke above 44.97, right? It hit the high of 45.06, okay, pushed up. Volume was good. I mean, look at this volume, right? Volume was good. Faked me out. This is one of the hardest trades, in feeling wise, right? The fake outs. So it completely rejected. I held it because it was holding this previous resistance. But once it broke, started getting a little nervous. But again, the premiums weren't moving that much lower. I think it was down like maybe 12% at this time. It was holding this support. But once it broke here, I was like, you know what? Let's get rid of it. Move on to the next trade. But yeah, it happens, right? I mean, it breaks my resistance. I entered, with confidence. Good volume. Pushes up, but gets rejected. So it is what it is, right? I mean, the airline sector was strong, and I thought it was going to, have a continuation, but it just did not. But yeah, that's it for tonight's watch list. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And again, join our Discord absolutely free for 7 days for all the alerts, all the channels. If you don't like us, no worries. Just keep all the money that you made. We'll see you guys tomorrow.